Welcome to Boomerang Farm. We're on the 9th hole, which is a long par 4. And what I'm going to go through here is what I call my read, plan, do, review system that I go through on every shot, and I teach. It's a very simple system for people that have trouble actually doing all that and getting the ball to finish next to their target on the golf course. They might hit good shots, but the ball doesn't finish anywhere near the target because they didn't read the shot very well. The lie, the wind, what it's going to do when it lands. Well, they didn't plan very well. They didn't pick a club or a target very good. So this is a basic system that I go through. So here we are, we're in the middle of the fairway. First thing I'm going to say to myself is, right, let's read this shot. So the question I'm going to ask is, what do I think is going to happen after I hit this shot? So right here today, a few things I'm going to look at is, what do I think's the lie's going? How do I think the lie's going to affect this shot? That lie's pretty good. It's in the middle of the fairway, but things like rough, wet grass, things like that might determine that it goes further or shorter, but today's pretty good. And then what do I think is going to happen out there? Is the wind going to affect things? Today it's pretty calm. There's a little bit of breeze, maybe a little bit behind me, so it might be playing a little bit shorter. So I'm going to say maybe 5 meters shorter. Then we've got, what's it going to do when it lands? Okay, so at the moment we're here on the Gold Coast. It's pretty lush and green. It's not really going to run much at all. But there's other times where you get a Barnbugle down Tasmania, it's going to run a mile, 20 metres after it hits the ground. So that's something I'm doing now. So right here I'm thinking we've got about probably 155 metres to the middle of the green, which I'd be more than happy hitting that middle of the green here. I'm going to take 5 metres off that, allow for that wind. So now I'm starting to go making my plan, which is what club am I going to use, where am I going to aim, and what's my technique. So what club am I going to use? Right, so for this one, for me, kind of in between an 8-iron and a 7-iron. I'm going to go with the 7-iron because I'm not really warmed up, haven't done too much today. So I'll come in here, grab my 7-iron out. Where am I going to aim? With this one, the pin's cut right, so I don't want to short side myself over there. I'm going to aim to the left side of the green. So that's my aim point. If I happen to hit my tendency, which is a shot that goes a little bit to the right, hopefully it finishes somewhere near the hole, but if I hit it straight, I'm on the green, no problems. My technique, a big one, which is where do I need my ball position to be? Right, because if we're on different slopes, that changes quite dramatically. So I'm just going to take a couple of dress rehearsal practice swings. So dress rehearsal means I'm trying to do what I'm going to do when I'm actually on the stage about to hit the shot. Just like in theatre, you do a dress rehearsal before you do it. That's what I'm trying to do here. And when I do that, I'm going to have a look where I'm hitting the ground. So in this case it's pretty flat lie, it's about where my normal ball position should be. Then I'm going to come on in, line myself up, hit the shot. Okay, so that shot I have hit my typical kind of shot to the right. Now I'm going to review that. It has finished just right of the flag, just short right of the green. So I'm going, okay, did I have the right club? Or maybe I needed a bit more. Or maybe I misjudged the wind, because right now the wind's actually switched around, come back the other way. So that's the kind of reviewing part of the shot, to work out what would I do differently next time on the next shot, on the next hole, to help me get my ball to finish closer to the hole. So that's the read, plan, do, review system. I can do that on every shot, over a whole round, over numerous rounds. I know my scores are going to come down because my ball will finish closer to the hole more often and not in as much trouble. So that's going to reduce my scores quite a bit. So there it is, my RPDR, read, plan, do, review.